on Facebook last night. So if you were on Facebook last night, you might hear some of the same things, but we're also going to do a little review. I am doing a series this week on our makeup and Seint Cream Foundation. I'm taking you from the very beginning. The only thing I haven't shared, and I probably need to do that, is how to take your selfie for me so that I can color match you. So this is setting spray. I'm doing this first to show you a couple of different options, and then we're gonna set up our palette, okay? So easy peasy, you're gonna have a blank canvas, you're gonna set up your palette. I'll show you what to do. All right, but first you'll notice I put Seint moisturizer on one side of my face, because if you're like me, you may have extra dry skin because you're in the throes of, you've gone through menopause. Everything is dried up and shriveling, it seems like. So anyways, you might need to use the moisturizer, okay? Or maybe you do have oily skin. Maybe you're gonna need like a primer, or just use our setting spray, okay? Either one is great. Or you can do a combination of both, all right? So sometimes when you get your makeup, you might have to play with it a little bit. So I think that the series that I've done this week is going to be helpful because I can put it all in one spot. And once you purchase your makeup from me, I'll just send you an email and I'll have all the different videos, okay? So we're gonna let that marinate and set in to my skin. And then we're gonna grab our palette. I always suggest you get more than just the 4 palette. So I have a double one, which is 8 spots, because you're gonna grow into it. You don't have to get it all at once, but you're gonna grow into it, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with color number 1, and that's gonna be your darkest, scariest color. That's your contour. Most of us do not have experience with contour, and that's okay. I didn't either until I found this makeup, or I tried, and I can't get this out of the lid because I don't think this is the proper lid for it. They should all fit the same. So anyways, magnetized and individualized and personalized to you. So there's your contour. Then we're gonna use what we call concealer, or your brightening highlight. And that's gonna be color number 2. Paint your face by numbers, really basic, you guys. Then color number 3 is gonna be your foundation color, all right? It's gonna be your main highlight is what it's gonna come in when I send you the email. All right, so now you have your personalized palette, because then, I have white pants on too, you guys. Hold on, please. I'm back. So just make sure you have them scooched all together close, and then you're gonna put your foundation in there. Then you're going to pick whatever lip and cheek color that you want. You can ask me, once you get your color match, you'll be in my system, you'll be able to text me, email me, and I check it several times a day, okay? So color number 1, 2, and 3, it doesn't matter what your colors are named. If they're different than mine, it doesn't matter, you're gonna use them the same way. And then a lip and cheek. So those are the 4 basics you're gonna start off with, okay? Then you're gonna start off with a fluffy brush if you want a light application, or a more dense brush if you want a medium application. And I tell you those too, 3D brush or shape brush. All right, you don't have to get all the different brushes to get started. Keep it really, really simple. All right, so here you go. We've got the 3 colors and then your lip and cheek. And my phone is ringing, my other phone is ringing. Okay, so that's annoying. And we're gonna talk about how to label and what to do with your packing slip and how to keep your lids, okay? So number 1, keep a couple of your lids, because what happens is you're gonna run out of these tins. They're gonna run low at different times. And you can just individually go back and get a tin at a time. They're only $16 in the US, okay? So what you're gonna do though to remove the tin without getting your fingers in it and making a whole big mess is you're gonna simply go and slide in between the tins. If you have glasses on, it's much easier. But you just slide that lid. So keep a couple of your lids handy, and then you pop out the 10 that you need to replace. So simple, you guys. This is like the easiest to go product for makeup that's ever been made. Okay, and if you have questions, let me know. I'm gonna just slide them back and see if anybody has questions. Guys, we went to Jamie Johnson on Saturday night. It was so good. If you don't know who Jamie Johnson is, Google him, listen to him. He's got an interesting story. He's been through a lot in his life. He has really hung out and sang with some really old country music stars. So he's just got a lot of history about him. But his 2 most famous, well, the one most famous song is In Color. It's so good. It'll make you cry. And the other one is Lead Me Home. And so, of course, he sang both of those, and we listened to him. But let me go back to teaching you about this a little bit, and then I'll finish my story. So now you have your packing slip, you guys. Save your packing slip. When you get your packing slip, save it, and you're going to realize that there's a sticky. You can just peel this off. You're gonna cut out the colors. So let's just pretend like this says my contour color, which is shadow. So I would cut this out, peel the back off, and I would put it on, I had a little label. I would put it right here on my palette, okay? Or if you've got the name of the brush, you're gonna put the name of the brush on your brush handle. So you know the name of the brush, okay? Especially if you get more than one brush. Or else I'll demonstrate. Or, oh, there's the color. There's my color thing. Got stuck on this. So otherwise you're gonna cut out the little names of each product and you're gonna place it right down here. So you don't have to take your tin out all the time and know what it is. And you remember, it's 1, 2, 3, darkest, lightest, and medium color, contour, concealer, and foundation, then lip and cheek. And it might really, this process will come in really handy when you want to have, like when you have different lip and cheeks, because then you can know what lip and cheek that really is, if it matters. A lot of times I'm just like, oh, I like that color. That's going to work great for me. Okay. All right. So that's going to conclude our little lesson for today. I'm going to go to stories and put my makeup on in stories. Actually, I'll just put my foundation on here in a little different way, not to confuse you, but we're going to go in a different order. Because it's fun to play with your makeup and it's fun to do your makeup. And I'm gonna just take my fluffy brush, the shape brush, I'm gonna swirl into my foundation color. So this is a little different. A lot of times I like to make it so that you know you do not have to layer your makeup. And I'm just using a very light coverage. And I'm gonna take this foundation color, I'm gonna put it all over my entire face, okay? And then I will add my contour and my concealer, okay? And my lip and cheek, but I'll do that on stories. But I just want to show you, you can just take a really light coverage, doesn't have to be heavy, and you're going to just comment match if you want to get a color match from me for this really amazing cream foundation. It's great for mature skin. If you are 45, 50, my daughters aren't even 40, they wear it and they love it, but it's really good for us ladies too. It doesn't have to be real heavy on our face. It's very lightweight. And this is just gonna give me a little filter and blur out a little bit of my age spots and all the good stuff there, okay? So now I'm gonna go on Instagram stories and I'll just do a little bit of my contour and my brightening highlight. And also, about the concert. So one time, I'll finish my story really quick about the concert. So it was outdoors, it stormed beforehand, and it was very muddy. And it made me think of the first Jimmy Buffett concert we went to, which was out in the middle of nowhere in Wisconsin, and it was storming terrible. They must have found the one place though where there was actually a hill, because Wisconsin, Iowa, they're all very flat, but there was a hill, and these kids had been, of course, tailgating way before the party. And if you've been to a Jimmy Buffett party or concert, you know it's just crazy anyways, and it was outdoors. But these kids were actually like body surfing down the mud. And I was younger, but still I was a massage therapist, and all my brain kept saying, oh my gosh, that is so bad for their bodies. They're going to get paralyzed. It was just like, at first I just could not have any fun because I was so concerned about what was going to happen to them and like the injuries, and do they have enough, like can they get air vac to an emergency room, because we were out in the middle of nowhere. It was just crazy how your mind just goes nuts. So anyways, that did not happen, but it could have been happening out there. We were at Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary. There's like, it's a beautiful setting for outdoor concert. There's also a restaurant there, and there is also a distillery there, and they do tours. So it's very cool. But that again too was out in the middle of nowhere. So anyways, all right, I've got to do some content before I go live on Facebook. I'm not sure what I'm talking about on Facebook today, but I will be on stories in a few minutes, finishing my face up so I can do my content quick for tomorrow, and then I'll be on Facebook. Okay? All right. Cheers, girls. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye.